Evening all, how are we doing? Welcome back to those of you who were at the Remnant stream just before. Bit of an unexpectedly early finish on that front. But that's cool. Just a bit of time for some Fallout. Good fun had over there. How are we doing, William? Welcome. Welcome back, Rooney. Welcome back, Rob. Ooh. Just a short intermission. Get things rolling, get things cracking reasonably smartly, since we're jumping into this a bit later in the evening than I normally would. So this particular one will be a little shorter than usual as well, I suspect, as we've had kind of two tonight. But hopefully we'll make a little bit of headway, get some dailies done, that sort of thing. Should be good. As I say, unexpectedly short earlier. How are we doing, guy? Welcome back. And seems like it was, half an hour ago. How are we doing, Mr. Bob Django? You right? Welcome back. Fallout slowly rolling, so that's cool. Yep, we have life. Monitors do dislike it when Fallout goes full screen. Not sure if it does it with other games or not, to be honest. I haven't really registered. For some reason, the ones either side go blank for a second and then come back up when Fallout starts. I think it probably does happen when other games start as well. My brain just hasn't twigged it, but either way, it's not a problem. As long as it comes up in the right resolution, anyway. Which it doesn't always do. So, put this to get rolling. Nice. So, where is my button? There it is. Nope, that's not the one. I missed! Jump straight to the end screen. I barely even started. Wonderful. Right then. Yeah, let's do that actually. So, one thing we forgot to do yesterday was check out the Atomic Shop. So, as I gather, nothing new, but we have got a few returning bits and pieces, so that's cool. Responders bundles back. We had the flags. I've already got some bits of this, or most bits of this. I haven't got the power armor paint, some random other paint, or the backpack, but everything else I've got from it. I think, it's the Pip-Boy paint that I haven't got either. Yeah, the Responders power armor paint's fine, but it's not outstanding. Same for the Pip-Boy, really. I've got another one that's pretty similar. Backpack. Not a big fan of that style, really. With the right thing, it'll look good, but it's not really for me. Oh, there's a tent skin as well for Fallout First players. Oh, no, there isn't. That's probably just a backpack. I think that is a Fallout First. Yeah, it will be. But whether or not it's in here or not, I don't know. And you see, what gets me a little bit is it's only taking 600 off there, and yet I've got nearly everything. That seems... I mean, it's a big pack, so it's a higher price, but I feel like it should be a bit more than that. Buy the power armor paint separately. Actually looks better, though. Voltec Fountain. Okay, so not huge. Not really a worthwhile thing either. That's a bit naff. It's just the other stuff there. What have we got? Load of stuff from last week. Persisting. I definitely do want to pick. I know everybody's wearing it at the moment, but it is cool. You never know, we might even make the number of atoms required before it disappears in under a week. Just under 2 weeks, actually, so we've got a good bit of time yet. Hellfire regulator prototype. Loving these. And a few other random bits and pieces that we've seen before on Greatest Hits. Invasion from the Stars. What's this? Oh yeah, Captain Cosmos stuff. And a load of stuff on its way out, including these rugs, which they're a bit dull for me, so I'm not a big fan of them. But I did grab this. Sparklers in mine. Nice. I remember it was a photo mode place, thought it was. Interesting version of the backpack, though a little Spartan taste. And what's the freebies? So the World Travel Paint is on offer. That's cool. It's actually quite nice in a grungy kind of a way. Cheap as well. And we have some free fireworks. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother, I don't think, to be honest. I don't use them. They just clutter up my inventory. I did manage to clear out my inventory quite successfully today, which is cool. Now I need to move on to my stash box. But I'll try and avoid doing too much of that today. I'm kidding about short streams today. No. There we go. Funnily enough, my end button is right next to my gameplay scene button, so doesn't take much to miss. Like talking to a birthday present. All wrapped up? How we doing, Adam? You alright? I'm standing on the furniture. I'm going to check. Yeah, music is off. That's better. Alright then. I should actually be reasonably well geared and ready to go. I spent a bit of time today tidying some stuff up, which is... do a check. Is this stuff? Yeah, we are good. How are we doing, Tesla? I'm drinking cherries and berries cordial. Not particularly exciting, but tastes a lot better than the water does, so... There's nothing wrong with the water per se, just it doesn't taste great. How are we doing, Skyjack? You alright? Give me that. So, yes, should be reasonably ready to go. Make sure I'm on the right loadout. I am. I think I made a load of food and stuff earlier, didn't I? Yeah, cool. So, let's have a look at those challenges. The weeklies are sitting there, daily ops, complete events, need some more Nuka-Cola down. Chow some of that down in a bit. Level up, loads of legendaries. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do Uranium Fever at some point for that one. So, we might pop over and do some Nuka-Cola, get some more Nuka-Cola in a minute. Do some Nuka-Cola. It makes me sound like I'm taking drugs, but it is Nuka-Cola, so... Oh, I've got a visitor. Somewhere, apparently. According to this. There we go. So, yes, challenges. Come on, brain. Build anything. Okay, that should be easy enough. Complete complete an event. No group needed, so that's a bonus. Kill a Deathclaw, level up. Use photo mode in your own camp. Fortunately, that means take a photo, I suspect. Yeah, just opening it and closing it is not going to do the job. Welcome back, Belinda. It was the Flower Car Fashion Act thing. Yeah, it was Atomic Shop, but it was Fashion Act timed, yeah. Welcome back up. Why do I have the bars on the inside of the door? Because otherwise it opens the wrong way. As it will open... If I flip it round, it'll open out to here. Which would just annoy me. Yeah. Opens inward. So I think it does. Or it might open that way. Either way, it's going to be in the way. Whereas this way around, slightly... Doesn't even clip the table, actually. I thought it did. No, it clips the bench. But I can live with that. Welcome out, Steve. YouTube late with the notifications again. Not surprising. I suspect I've overwhelmed it by doing more than one thing in a day. Heals, yeah. Gonna spend some cash before long, so I can't get out. A lot of people in the house. Xbox is sounding like a vacuum cleaner. Not a good sign. Check the vents on it. Make sure it can get the air out properly and it's not overheating. But this is something of a last generation console problem. PlayStation being more famous for it, but I feel like you get through the season pretty quick. Yeah, it's going quite well so far. Like the stream twice. Well, I do appreciate it, Ian. So we'll start with some building, I think. Build anything, won't it? So we'll go for our good old wooden fish. If we can find them. There they are. 2 wood. Do the job. I need to build 5 and I'm not going to be able to. Enough budget to build 3 fish. Some weird noises. Don't know why. So what's up next then? Deathclaw, daily up, complete an event, level up. So I should check my buffs first, shouldn't I? What have I got? A little bit of AP regen and not much else, which is about what I'd expect. So I'll go and get a couple of buffs on before I do anything else. Please, please. Bill crab. Why have I got spoiled meat in there? Makes sense. Cranberry relish has gone bad on me. Really want this inside. Drop this up, shall we? And we appreciate it. Have a quick bit of chateau. And then I guess I'm going to have to run over and get some cranberry relish before I do anything else. Stock up. Did I miss something there? Oh! I did miss something there. So your question's been answered there, Irene. So yeah, there's a couple of DLC it won't have, but most of it will be there. For those wondering for a slightly larger context, appreciate the chip in there, Gamer Dad. Much obliged. Yes, plan is to start Mass Effect 2 with the Legendary Edition on Friday. PlayStation's more like a leaf blower. Blowing it right off the sofa, is it? How are you doing, silly? You alright? You want to use a lever gun? It's a stealth sniper. Would I say short, medium, or long scope? I'd say I wouldn't suggest using the night vision one. It's kind of more awkward in the daytime, and it's not that dark at night anyway in the game, so it's of limited benefit using the night vision one. But the longer scope, the bigger the zoom magnification you're going to have. It's not massive one-shot damage output though, so you have to hit repeatedly, so maybe medium? So you've got a slightly easier field of view, I'm guessing. I'm thinking. Not exactly skipping Mass Effect 1, Skyjack. We did it just over a year ago now, so streamed the whole of that game. So rather than just repeating it, we're going to sort of pick up where we left off, but with Legendary rather than the original version. If that makes any sense. I need my other build on because I'm... Harvest. That's not the right building. It's not the right building at all. Right, let's rock and roll and grab some cranberries. Excuse me. How much of an explosive flamethrower? Extremely expensive, because you can't get them anymore. And you shouldn't really have them anyway. Back up to your gals. Fair enough. Especially if it's a backup, you might want to look into what gives you a better field of view, I think, to be honest, Ian. I don't know how much difference it'll make, but your less zoom usually means a wider field of view. Usually. Okay, I don't feel like being munched on today. Feel like being shot up with lava either. Of either type, really. Fortunately, he got me. Well, he paid the price. Right. For knocking around. Taking its sweet time, that should be plenty. We'll fall back and get our cook on. Nice and easy. Working on a crafting build too. I'll show you them if you want, Tessma. I'm not saying it's a perfect build or anything, but it might be something that you hadn't thought of. I needed a reminder on a couple of things. Keep that open now. Ready, Tessma? There's my active perks. A few carrying ones over here. Nothing particularly spectacular. Got a few combat perks just because I had the spare special points available, and then if I forget to turn it off, I don't screw it up. You know, I'm not completely screwed, I can defend myself, but green thumb's worth having for reaping extra flora. Also good for harvesting flux as well. Fireproof goes again, defend myself. Had the spare perks, so Lone Wanderer and Travel Agent, give myself a little bit of extra boost. This is where it gets more interesting though. Super Duper over here. Definitely got to have that one. Ammo Smith. Got to have that one. Home Defense, because I might as well use this one when I'm building as well. And then I've got Demolition Expert for crafting grenades. Scrapper for scrapping weapons and armour to get primarily steel, but also some other stuff as well. Chemist for crafting double chems. Weapon Artisan for repairing my weapons. Contractor, so I use less materials when I'm building. Don't really need to worry about that too much, but, you know, why not? Fix It Good for repairing armour. And that's basically everything on there. And it kind of stacks quite well with this one as well, and my factory. Always useful. I do like having a crafting build on there, especially given that I used to switch between perks so much faster to do it this way now. Oh, my head just went funny enough. Brains may have dipped slightly and threw my brain off. See if that's enough to water. Hopefully it will be. Sliders are so good. Such a little thing, but so awesome to have. Spare cranberries, but not spare goods. Oh, I might be out of sugar actually, I'm not sure. Either way. Stick those in there, it's probably a bad idea, but it should be fine. So I guess we go Deathclaw hunting in just a moment. So, food and drink, away. sure I'm sopped up. So I want a relish. Excuse me. But I should have lunchboxes somewhere. Let's just check how far I need to get. I don't need to get that far to the level actually, so I won't bother with the lunchbox right now. Alright, check I'm on the right loadout, because I'm pretty darn sure I'm not. Good. Let's go slay Deathclaw. Should be one right here. Our local clawed monstrosity. Heard Mass Effect 1 will have the most changes to make the game more like playing Mass Effect 2. I don't imagine they'll change it so much it's like Mass Effect 2, but it's the oldest one and it's the, getting gameplay terms, probably the weakest one, so I would expect a lot of changes. Some of those changes are reversible though, like the adjustment to the Mako's handling. That's a tough Deathclaw. There we are, that's rank 40, progressing nicely. Just as well, because I think the season's going to be a little bit shorter than usual. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my throat tonight. Nothing much up there. Scorched Bloodbug. Huh, didn't anticipate that. So, up next, steady up, complete event. I haven't got any decent events rolling, it's not from the look of that. No, nothing much at all right now. Use photo mode in my own camp. I'll head back to my camp. And I guess we'll jump onto the daily up in a minute. How we doing, Senior? Loving the slider. Yeah, it's... Now I'm getting used to it. I'm enjoying it even more. I knew I would, but... I have to play 76 in. Fair enough. Catch up Friday. Arguing with iTunes. Yes, I do remember doing that. Built Dr. Pepper all over expensive electrical equipment. It's the worst can happen. That's not really a chain of thought I want to go down, I don't think, Steve, given how bad the worst is. But, yeah. Saturation up there a little bit. Any interesting filters on here we can take? Good black and white. Not the nicest black and white ever though. Especially not in this weather. That's actually not terrible. That is. Yeah, none of them are really going to help me much. Film grade's quite cool. Been ages since I've gone through frames. To adventure. Oh, that's not bad. It'll... I've reorganised this since I was last... since I last had a rummage through it, actually. There's one for cranberry bog anyway. Oh, it's going to look good on here. Oh well. I probably won't keep that, but it's all good. No worries, Tesma. So I'm not going to claim it's the best crafting build in the world or anything. It works for what I do, and hopefully it's useful. What games had to save transfer? Yeah, it's nice when you get continuing story like that, really. Toxic peppers, toxic waste. It's not a favourite of mine either, Noel. Way too sweet for my taste. So, yeah, I guess we're going to do that daily up. Good. I think my carry weight should be okay. Should be pretty good. I'm sub 200, which is not happened in a while. The bullet situation. That will do. See how this goes, because I think we'll be on an uplinked one today, won't we? Haven't actually looked yet, even though I've kind of already looked. Yeah, uplink. What we got then? Burning mine, 50 plus always. Robots. Poison. Oh, I've not had poison in a while. Toxic blood in a while. Toxic blood, robots, burning mine, uplink. That shouldn't be too terrible. Although I might have a bit more luck if I actually, you know, click on the button to do the up. Generally works better. Who's the devil? There's a good kind. Fair outside of lemonade, there's not a lot of fizzy drinks. So. I mean, rum and coke I can just about handle, or JD and coke occasionally, though I'm not convinced on that one. But not on their own. And ginger beer is a good one. You like spicy. That goes very well with rum, of course. Oh, dark rum. Oh, welcome out. Apalonk. Same kind of daily ops as stonks. That kind of variety. The memeing kind. Right then. So, put my troubleshooter's gun out. Needs a... This gun needs a skin on it that says if you try turning it off and on again. Troubleshooters one. Or just off in this case. I want blackberry juice. God, I keep forgetting I've hotkeyed that. Evening, Darian, how are you doing? Soda water with some flavour. Soda water with large amounts of like orange cordial or blackcurrant cordial or something like that, usually orange for me. Works very well on a hot day. It'll very aggressively rehydrate you. Bit of a slap in the face, but it's mighty effective. Evening, Xeroglyphics, how are we doing? Right in, do this thing.
Initiate dodge here.
I didn't think it was going to start for a minute there.
Gone dark. Get them operational. Need to know what we're dealing with out there. First step is to repair the signal repeater. Shouldn't be far. Head there now. Perfect. There's
Alright, okay.
the signal repeater. Your next target
They're
is
not doing my action points any good, of course, but no point in stopping and fighting those guys at that point. It's better if you can avoid jumping.
The uplink signal's starting to come through now. Watch for hostiles.
Much appreciated, sir. Although, I do have a little video up at the moment showcasing some very good builds from other people. I know a goodly number of people have yet to see. It's a pity because it's a really good one. Goddamn gutsies. You can stay away. Let's lure this guy back over here a little bit. And I don't have to worry about the toxic blood. Which will do a number on if you're not careful. There's my level. Back off. You shooting me in the back? Crikey, there's loads of them today. I can't move. Assuming that the explosion was what's hitting him there. Fit out, point and guess. I do love those Mystic Galaxies. Well, the lines on them, the voice lines on them are brilliant. You don't see robots in the Burning Mine very often. Not never, but not often. While he's over there, and then he doesn't get me too much for this. Toxic blood. I'm going to assume it's some kind of radioactive thing rather than toxic, or maybe it's a booby trap built into them. Because otherwise, toxic blood on robots doesn't make a right lot of sense. Now you're ready to go.
Uplink signal is calibrated.
Nice jobs again. Put that jetpack to good use. Don't stagger. We go. Then the real question is how I'm going to do against the boss. Hey Nixie, how we do?
Watch yourselves.
The old school this. Absolute tool. Fucking ramming me just before he dies. That is annoying. Who thought it was a good idea to put treads on a protectron? Because we have legs that are slow. Don't know if jumping over that works or not, but you know. Oh, that one's already dead. Worth trying. I do like this gun. At least for robots, anyway. For anything that isn't humans, it's reasonably effective ones. The other one's assassins, so. Got any bus ride home? Oh, nice. Best time of day. Apart from when you walk in the front door and sit down, of course.
If you remain in the area, this notice.
I'm being shot in the head by a... what's that thing up there? Robo Brain, that's the word. Oh, you stay away.
Don't let the alluring voice fool you.
Far-flung fireworks kicking in there. Hey, the toxic blood won't hurt them. this point, I don't really want to take them out. We'll do a bit of damage.
Back. Excellent work. Job isn't done yet. I got a pocket of activity that needs to be looked into. Proceed with caution.
That's a lot of enemies. Psychopath on the go. They're bloody spread out and all, which I don't like. You're not one. You are, though. God damn it, come on. Where is it? It's here somewhere.
You could run. I'm trying to let you know.
Wow. This is what does get my goat. And they arbitrarily spawn really spread out and makes it damn near impossible for you to take out the boss.
1,000 gauges are going nuts.
Fast enough.
Not sure what that thing is. We need it taken out now.
Ah, we got him. Down you go, my friend.
Valuable to understanding hostile activity.
Should explode any minute.
Till next time.
There we go.
Watch out.
Whew, I was a little concerned there. Yeah, on the way home now though. Best part of the day, Nixie. Put your feet up. Well, half's been in the same boat. She's been out. But to be fair to her, she was out before I woke up this morning. She didn't come home until about the latest time she can possibly finish work, so it's off to her. Got home from school, Zero. Nice. Best gun to use at level 22. Whatever's consistent with the perks you've picked and is the best one you can find is the honest answer. At that level I wouldn't worry too much. I would say probably not automatic ones. Go for semi-automatic if you can. Simply because you can have a devil of a job keeping them in ammo otherwise. It's manageable once you're at a higher level and you've built up a kind of basis to work from and stuff. But even then it's a lot of work. But at level 22 I wouldn't like to try and keep an automatic weapon stocked and that much. Alright. Nice. Remarkably hard on my eyes, but it's kind of hard to see without it, so bit of a no-win there. Fly around the corner, up and over. These guys looted before we head out. I do like that plasma, flamer plasma rifle. I don't even know what to call it. Changed the name so I don't know what the game calls it either anymore. When you need a lot of damage in a hurry, it certainly delivers. Because you don't mind getting right up in the face anyway. I don't think I'd want to run it as my primary though. Breaks a lot. I'm stuck. I think I'm stuck. I think that's everybody. I've got anybody up here, but I don't think I did this time. Oh wait, I've got one over here. Doink. Nice, let's see what we got. Drum roll, please. Cheers, Matt. Your turn for the typos and autocorrect tonight, is it? Always somebody. How are we doing, Helmet? You alright? All good over here? Oh, Unstoppable Monster Plan. That's a new one. That's awesome. Happy about that. Not bothered about the weapons so much, or actually the grenades are pretty reasonable. Yeah, that's decent rewards actually. New plan that I don't have. One of the new ones specifically as well. The legendaries are a bit meh, but you know, it's the way it goes. Radarway's nice, Stimpak's nice, plasma cartridges nice, cryo grenades, neither here nor there. Plasma grenades are good, the caps are always worth having, and so's the XP. So yeah, can't complain too much of that. And I got there. I was a little concerned for a bit there. Spread out spotting the enemies was a bit annoying, but comfortable in the end. If 20 seconds clearance could be comfortable. Kind of is when you're soloing daily ops. Your Crusader pistol plan finally, Kevin. Very, very nice. Good to hear. How are we doing, Billblon? Right, so top out of this big tin suit of mine. Scrap, have I? No. So it was a plan for the Unstoppable Monster, wasn't it? Well, I think the Unstoppable Monster's a Deathclaw Gauntlet. No. I'm not going to make one of them, but have a look anyway. Blunt melee, edge melee. It was there. There we go. Yeah, it's bloodied, power attack damage, less damage while power attacking. Deathclaw Gauntlet. That's cool. That's good for those with bloody builds. If you want punching weapons, anyway. I mean, I'm not going to use it, but it's cool nonetheless. If it was in the right camp, it might go on display. Probably wouldn't look that great on the display sensor. Although you could put it in one of the others, the regular display case. It might work in there. Right, so look at my ammo sitch. It's not spectacular. Otherwise doing okay. Double check over here what's hidden. That, don't need that. That. That stuff. And we'll craft. I did the thing good. Some bullets on the go. What 1, 6. Yeah. Right. So I know there was something I wanted to do over there. Double check. Go for a grenade. Go for bits to sell. I'm going to bounce over to Lego Station, sell a few bits, and turn in some Legos. And free up a little bit more space, and then I can start on the ones that are in my vendors and won't sell. Kind of disappointing. But once legendary crafting rolls around, nothing short of an amazing legendary is going to sell, I don't think. The absolute best stuff will, but it's going to be that much easier to get. It won't sell for much, and anything else won't sell at all. So that's a slightly frustrating bug. I have to. £3. Not very much. Actually, that is fairly heavy. What do you mean I've only got 7 scrip available? Oh yeah, to be fair, I did that this morning, didn't I? Okay, we'll let you off. I mean, it's clearly a travesty and a robbery, but I'll let them off.
Ready to exchange items.
Need to go to the White Spring in a minute and get rid of and buy some liquid cola while I think about it. Yeah.
Now displaying current stock.
Lebanon. Sweet. Bum. Bum. Fuel. Let's touch the white spring while I remember. Oh, might build on. You got with the headlight on it. Looks very dark out there. Or it did for a minute, anyway. White spring, white spring, white spring. Okay, it is toasty in here today. Warm. Good signs for summer. Pity about the rain, though. I'm gonna give you a holiday gift. Nice. Anti-armor Gauss shotgun. And that's critical. That'll be pretty darn effective, Kevin. I don't think there'll be a great deal in it between an anti-armor with all the extra stuff and a bloodied 1-star. Regular shot damage, I think, depends. It might be slightly more effective against high armored enemies, but everything else, I think the bloodied probably hit a bit harder. I think. It's hard to say that. Give it a test and find out. Speaking of testing things, I'm toying with the idea of putting damage numbers on in Fallout. But I can't really make my mind up.
Sir?
Evidenced by Remnant, it's not a problem for me to have them on, in terms of distracting me when I'm shooting. But I'm a little hesitant about maybe getting a little too obsessed with damage numbers. I don't want to be obsessing over maximising my damage all the time.
Of the newest cola sensation, Nuka-Cola Quantum.
I do enjoy the music in. Well, on our way. I'm keeping the regular stuff for grenades. I think those grenades far too much. Whoa. Need to head down here, do I? So, up next. I just need to do an event for the day. That went quite well. What were we saying about short streams today? The lack of decent events spawning is kind of garbage. I might do a server hop. And we need on some legend. So in an ideal world, we'll put both of those things together. I don't much fancy running around the White Springs looking for legendaries, to be honest. It's kind of a bit much. Keep getting more and more quests to the point where you have about 20 now. Yeah, you kind of will, Zero. Best bet is to, yeah, riding shotgun's not a bad bet, actually, really. That's a very good bet. Good shout. We'll do that. Yeah, focus on the ones you want to do. Cross off a few of the side quests as and when, if it's convenient. You can change how many quests appear on your HUD if you're getting a massive list over on this side, on the right. As you can see, I've got nothing there at the moment. Oh cool, there's a little Nuka-Cola icon in the bottom right corner. I did not see that before. Usually probably because I don't usually drink my Nuka-Cola, but... Yeah, strength, endurance and a loss of perception. Not a problem because I don't use verts. Right, Big Ben Tunnel East. Go and escort some Brahmin under the mountains. Cross our fingers for a different combination of... guard and caravan hand this time because, you know, variety and all that. Kieran and Eugenie are great, but ooh, looks like we are going to get a different combo.
Even just a mist.
Welcome back, newcomers.
I've been dealing with them a lot in those campfire tales. I'll go with this. I think.
I've got a group that's... Okay, I want to see some Brahmin moving. Libby, Corva, shake a leg.
Libby and Carver.
You can
Okay.
shoot, we can pay.
Been a while since I've had these two. Sure, there's another pairing that I've not had in forever though, unless they were removed, which is cool. YouTube seems to think I'm not sending any data to YouTube, which means things wrong on their end. If something's wrong at all, which it probably isn't.
Oh, hi, Libby. I didn't know you were on duty for this run.
Vinny told me you were asking if I could be put on this ship with you. He even said you were willing to do back-to-back runs to make it happen.
Okay, that's embarrassing. I was just hoping to...
Carver, this is the wrong time, I'm the wrong person, and that was definitely the wrong way to do it.
Don't know what you mean. I was just...
You know exactly what I mean. Let's take it from the top. Hi, Carver. How are you today?
She didn't shoot him.
Libby,
Fall in! The objective is very simple.
Big
Keep
simp.
both these Brahmins safe while en route to the west end of the tunnel. Expect armed resistance. Never been a run that hasn't had it. It'll likely be Blood Eagles and it
Do
can
riding
come at
shotgun
any
with damage
point.
numbers and see if I like
Stay
it.
alert.
Yeah, I could try that.
we're just hauling some furnitures and furs. But so far, that hasn't stopped the Blood Eagles from trying to rob us.
Remember,
I'm assuming it's on here.
you'll be paid for what makes it to the other side. Protecting the Brahmin is our top priority. If you spot any loose cargo lying around, we'll provide a bonus, but do not leave those Brahmin vulnerable.
See how it goes.
Oh, and it'd be good if you could stick close to
Depends
the
whether I
Brahmin.
get any extra
Never know
information
when an
from it,
attack
really.
will
Otherwise, it's probably not worth it, because I
That's
don't want to
correct.
obsess over damage
They'll
numbers
try
all
to
the time.
attack from the rear when they see an opening, so watch our backs. Good call, Carver.
Oh, right. Thanks, Libby. I appreciate the,
Okay,
Yeah, stop
that's enough
talking
of that.
She's got zero interest, but she's sympathetic. That's actually a surprisingly nice shotgun-wielding
Well, if it isn't
woman.
the two youngins out for a stroll. Did Vinny say it was okay for you guys to be out without a chaperone?
Are you implying we're unqualified for this
But
job?
not so nice to this guy.
Would you like to step down here so I can provide a sample of my qualifications?
Whoa, Libby, I'm just messing around. Listen, we've got some Blood Eagle reports coming in, so,
You're lounging
You like
around
shots as that?
making
Wish I went
jokes.
loading screens. Yeah,
Stand
not much they
ready
can
for
do
a
about that,
fight.
unfortunately. Taking you out the main game when you go in there. So.
Ah, shit! Blood Eagle!
Crusader Plan
Okay,
Hellstorm
here we
last
go.
night. Nice.
you got this, right?
I feel like it's particularly informative. I don't like that. I cannot see his head at all when I'm shooting him. See the problem?
Watch our flank.
Minor miracle if I'm able to keep that dot on target. Then I'll wait till the fight's over before I deal with it. I mean, I like that the colours are there, but if the numbers were either weren't blocking my vision, yeah. Don't know if they were off centre or something, but it'd be harder to tell where you were landing your shots. But yeah, supposedly there is one more somewhere. Probably holding off in the distance, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Okay. and that figure event starts just as I start an event. Yeah, that's just about typical. Oh well, I'm fine with it. Tough guy, huh?
Definitely not. So keep a tight formation, watch all sides. Don't leave any Brahmin on its own.
Well, let's be fair, all sides really ought to just be front and back. You're in a small tunnel. Although, yeah, it does widen out, I suppose. So.
That can run a shipment for you, Carver?
Mom used to do this before she got sick. And I guess Shelly could, but then we'd be down a trapper. Why do you ask?
Perks and drawbacks.
I'm not very good at this, am I?
Yeah. Like, I like the extra information, and in fact it indicates when you're landing a headshot is good, but it's kind of telling you after the fact. You need to know before, really, to know whether or not you're going to hit it. Or to aim properly, anyway.
Hold. We've got a blockade ahead. They must be trying to buy time. I'll take care of the wall. Everyone else, watch out.
They will find it expensive.
Expect heavy activity on the other side.
Whoa! There's more of them coming!
Ha! Taking the piece a bit. One was hard to find. The other two got to.
Clear the area. I'm detonating the charge.
Oh, she's over there. Okay. Where's Carver got to? She's got walloped down in the tunnel somewhere.
Easy now. Don't let them get the drop on us.
Right gunner might help a bit more.
The gate's closed! How are we gonna get through?
Something's close.
We're going to have to cut through this. Looks like there's a captain up top. He's our priority target.
She, actually, I think. Give her that minigun first. Can you just stick your head out, please?
Target eliminated. Well done. The button
Like it was eliminated earlier. Playing him up.
Let's get the gate open soon, please!
Fire in the hole. Hey. And I imagine there's at least somewhere. Surprisingly not, though there is an unnecessary fusion. Whoa! Fusion core there. Yeah! Hear footsteps. Look at that, nice. Assassin's Urban Scout Armor right leg. That's pretty rubbish, but hey. I forgot to press the button. Come on. Suffering from shell shock? Okay. Nice gentle landing. Capture card do I use here? Well, for capturing the camera, it's going into HD60. Elgato HD60. It's technically... There's a bloody eagle somewhere, apparently. It's been replaced by a more up-to-date version, but it does everything my camera can support, so... That will be the main thing. But I play on PC, so I don't need a capture card like that.
Phew! We're alive! We are alive, right?
We fought well on that one. Good job, crew. Remind me to buy everyone a round of Blackwater brew after this is over.
Yeah. I wasn't sure we'd make it out of there.
Yeah, boy.
Thanks for having my back. But, do you think you can make that an old possum instead?
Just when I was starting to like you, Carver.
It does maybe time that bit.
I guess I can count myself lucky to have any family at all. But I never really found my place with them. My dad was a Marine, and in a way he still is. Like living with a drill sergeant. Mom is no better. She had a military background too. Helping at the camp. I've always been great shooting, so I may as well get paid.
Yeah, oh, he's got a crossbow. No wonder he's getting warped.
See the world and all that. Maybe I'm a Marine after all. Dad must be so proud.
New River Red Ale. Yeah, that sounds better. Definitely more my speed.
Is it just me, or has it gotten really quiet? Think we've seen the last of them?
Not a chance. Tread carefully.
Yeah, we're back in a minute, folks.
Yes, it's an ambush. Hold out here as long as we can. Eyes on our six. We're prone to an attack from the rear.
Surprise! Who's attacking who from the rear? Oh, apparently I'm attacking from the front. Yeah. Oh god, it's happening. My favourite bug is happening again. One where it doesn't actually shoot where the crosshair's pointing.
We've got a clearing. Now's our chance. Let's move. Double time.
I got 3 out of 4. That's not bad. One day I'll manage to solo it and get all 4, but I'll come back now. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the crossbow, to be honest.
We made it.
I suppose like he likes his women cross.
Sorry,
Well, for Carver at least,
now
yeah.
let's head outside
Evening,
before
Hannah.
more
How we
of them
doing?
show up.
And when I chicken dinner, did we get anything good? By anything good, I mean the one thing I haven't got yet. No. By some miracle, it's there and just hasn't shown up. No, just a beaten gal's rifle. You know, I might even go about scrap. But oh well. But we got the score from it. So I'm not going to run any more daily ups today. What's the week for that? Need one more event. I could do that. Could do free range as well, but I don't feel like it. Now events are actually spawning. Probably do a real blast station. Yeah, that's probably do for today. Love to do a build with bows or crossbows, stealth build, Skyjack. Stealth bows and crossbows do kind of work, they're just not great for end game content. They're fun to have as a sort of secondary fun build though. I've got an archer character, but I did stop playing it when I got to reasonably high levels. Not high levels, but yeah, once I started facing up to in-game content, it's just not a practical choice of weapon. It's symptomatic. Hey there, Francis. What do I think about Season 4 content? I'm fine with it. There's some good stuff in there, some nice rewards. The length of it's better balanced than the last one was. The last one was extended just because situation. And an unexpectedly long time between patches, but yeah, this one should be a bit more agreeable and sensible. Cool. Did the daily up finally got all the tea? Nice. Carried yourself, only died once. That'll do nicely, Hannah. Any good drops from it? Can go. Probably need to tidy up a little bit, don't I? Done. Cranberry rush by one. Go outside of my blackberry juice expiring there. Good, okay, get stashed. Okay, wait, still fine, so I think we do it okay, really. Gunk there. Fuel. So. Those, ouch. Do I need any more cranberry relish? No, I don't really, do I? You cool. So let's bounce over and do this, shall we? Like it's a waste of a cap just doing that. Let's run over there, just right over here. You don't remember, you're just so happy to be there. If you're looking in the U tab, it should pop up there. Kind of hard to see the head in that light. Nice, but it looks pretty and all, but doesn't make the meaty boys any easier to see. Ow. Ow. Nice sounds. I'm going to be over here if anybody needs me. He went to pieces. Ghost.
Engaged. Activating
under
targeting
there.
protocols. Please stand by.
You dumbass.
Error. Unrequested tube decompression detected. Immediate repair requested.
Component bypass detected. Resuming function.
Any way to get the greenhouse walls? Yes, as everybody has said, unfortunately not at the moment. Keep an eye out. I will shout out if I happen to notice them become available, but...
Attention. Attention. Temperature spike detected. User support requested.
They really want to use that minigun, don't they? If, and it's a big if, they do make the
Temperature anomaly corrected.
greenhouse walls available. It probably won't happen before end of July. That's when the next season will probably start. Emphasis on the probably there, I don't know for sure. Just seems likely.
Signal broadcast active. Target locked.
Ah, missed.
Immediate evacuation required. Repeat. Please retreat to a safe distance immediately.
You have to remember this particular event is here actually, because convenient place to get some XP if you need it. I don't know where the space distance is supposed to be, but I'm guessing this ain't it. If he misses and hits my camp, I'm going to go all the way over the White Springs and murder that Jurassic AI.
Specified hostiles eliminated. Infestation
Nice.
cleared.
41!
Thank you for your participation.
Crossbow bow and power armor and heavy weapons for the in-game stuff. That could work, Skyjack. I mean, I'm sure the in-game stuff's not utterly impossible with bows or crossbows, but quick and easy it won't be. Although that's really the idea, I suppose. But did I get anything else? Huh? Ready to check my rewards. There. No, not much. Cool. So, how are we doing? Pretty much 11 o'clock. And I need to drink 11 Nuka-Cola, level up once more, kill a whole bundle more enemies, and complete a few more daily ops. But that will be for next time. What am I doing for the ammo? Such. Good, restock that. Yeah. Give myself some hassle next time. Went to see it hit the camp just for the aftermath. Goes right over there and has a long talk with Modus at gunpoint. Running low on steel, huh? Know what I'm doing tomorrow then? Farming. Tomorrow morning. Maybe tomorrow morning. I'll need certain legendaries in at the very least tomorrow. So, I think that's all I'm going to get right now. Now says, yeah, let's see if I need to repair anything while I'm here. Surprisingly, not yet. Not my armour. Got any repair, hasn't it? Whoops, wrong bench. Not enough steel. Oh well. One on. Put a bit of razor grain in just so that eventually when I get round to learning a few brewing recipes, if I do decide to pursue them at some point, I will be able to do so. So, one last thing I do want to do, I think, before we round out. Safe side. See how I'm doing on the scoreboard now. It's been a while since I've gone through these. quite a while. I could zoom out a little more. Bothered about the stuff right now. Deal with that time. It's perfectly preserved pie. Yeah, no rush for that. There's the 251 paint I picked up a while ago. Bear kits, plug pack. Ooh, Starburst brick, I want that. Bullion. Keeper outfit. Not particularly bothered. Another carry weight booster. Probably not a bad idea. Beekeeper hat. Booker packs. Desperate Flamer skin. Don't have a flamer, but I do like the skin. It's very cool. Yukon Excavator paint. Bubble gum. Atoms! Yeah! Caps, plenty of those. That was at 150. Probably about 50 shy of getting all the cool stuff. And next one will be the Power Patrol Red Beret. Quite nice. The next cool thing, Cannonball Pose. Armor Ace paint, that I do. Look forward to that. That'll be going straight on my troubleshooter's gun, which would be appropriate given the theme of the season. And there's the T60 paint, which I might use for a bit, maybe. I'm not completely sold on the style personally, but that I definitely want. Then you could call Electron. Gotta be getting that. No Chaos icon. Right up here. Armor's Power Armor Station, not bothered about. 5x1. Power Patrol Fatigues, that's cool. An outfit. I think that's a new addition from the initial look through ad. I assume that's replacing the Power Armor stand available, one way or another. Icebreaker's Power Armor Power Fist skin, nice. Or is it the entire? No. Yeah, it's a skin. Looking there, I thought it might be an entire weapon. Could be done, but ultrasight paint. Gold toilet. Madness. Armor Ace Flare, that's cool. Skiing pose. 5 paint. Oh, Red Viper handmade paint. Do that Fallout first. Cold steel floors. What's he about? Dungeon floor I do like the look of. I definitely want that. That's cool. Armor Ace paint for plasma Gatling plasma. That's cool. Not had any paints for those. Well, we've had one. So, and it wasn't particularly great. Mission of Chaos Power Armor paint. Nice. That I might consider doing. I do like the look of the helmet on them. Help seal wallpaper, I'm not bothered about. Flamethrower backpack, that's quite cool. Sign, Percoin, blue beret, not bothered. Icebreaker outfit's quite nice. I like the look of that. Brotherhood infantry statue is going to be cool. And the cold steel bundle. So a blue tone power armor. That looks pretty. Do like that. No pun intended. Game board. Icon. And some outfits. Nice. Yeah. Got some good stuff. But more to look forward to, I think. About that time. Yeah. The Darth creepy I have had enough of you. Yeah, that's about the gist of it, I think that. Why do I claim selectively? Because I don't want to dwell on which character I want to give stuff to. I don't necessarily want to give all of the others, the stuff I haven't claimed, to the same character. There's no point in giving caps to a character that's nearly maxed out on them. Just useless. I might as well send them to somebody who's not got many. That sort of thing. Yeah. Actually, I've got a full set of ults at the moment, though I may swap some. One out, probably. But we'll see. I've got a lot more builds I'd like to try out. But that's, again, it's a lot more viable now without actually having to create new characters, so see how it goes. Where did the power armor display go, Darian? They took it out because the feedback on the PTS was that it was just not functional in a way that worked for players. You'd end up with massive amounts of increased stash space used for your for every power armor stand you used, and there were other issues with it as well. So it's been pulled for now to be reworked, and it'll reappear when they've got a version of it that works for everybody. Sort of similar to what happened with legendary perks. Initially those went onto the test server, and the players on there basically just went, yeah, this is not good. Like, the idea was okay and the basic premise, but the perks themselves were seriously underwhelming initially. So they pulled them, reworked them for I think a couple of months, and then released them a bit later. So that's basically what happened with the power armor stands as well. Yeah, atomic shop items are shared across. You get one scoreboard for multiple characters. Some things unlock across all of your characters, like skins and things like that. But currency and consumables, those are, you have to choose which character they're going on. So you have to be signed into the correct character when you claim them, otherwise they'll appear on the wrong. How are you doing, Senge? Yes, it has been a while. Do you hope you're well? Welcome, welcome. Abhishek, how are we doing? Welcome. Mannequin's made somebody reset his character. It happened to a few people, Darian. They were cheats, as it turned out. So, not much sympathy from me on that front. In fact, I found it quite funny when I found out the only people who were getting screwed by it were cheating. I mean, it's technically possible that somebody could be unlucky and not have deliberately done so, but yeah. Technically. Taking a break from Fallout. That's fair enough, Sangi. Can understand that. This is why I play more than one game on stream. If I didn't, I'd go crazy. Love me some Fallout, of course, but it does come, you know, too much of a good thing, basically. Don't want to eat pizza every day, sort of thing. How are you doing, Shotgun? You alright? One more camp for free, at least, would be nice. Preferably a lot more than one. Yeah, 4, 5. 4 camps at least for free would be great. A total of, so 2 more. At least. It's not going to happen, but I'm sure we'll get more camp slots eventually, but I suspect we will have to shell out for, which is fair enough. These things don't develop themselves and all. Not many people want to work for free and all that. It's, yeah. And I'm still waiting to hear anything on when we'll get more perk loadouts as well, because not heard anything since the initial announcement. They did say at the time that we'd be able to pick more up in the Atomic Shop, but not heard anything since. Let's see. Variety is the spice of life, exactly, Matt. You haven't played since Brotherhood of Steel update? Well, just before Christmas, Sangi. The last 2 updates, or the only 2 updates in 2021, have actually been really, really solid. Not any new content per se, but in terms of quality of life changes and adjustments and things that we needed adding in and that sort of thing, outside of story content anyway, it's been really, really good. Been really, really strong patches. A couple of things not absolutely perfect, you know how it goes, but yeah, they're good patches. 3 is a good start, 2 is a tease, but that's the point. Yeah, pretty much. It's enough to whet your appetite, but not quite enough to make you go, yep, I'm happy with that. Unfortunately, well, whether fortunately or unfortunately, it's been a bit more successful with the loadouts and camp slots than they have on that front with shelters. Because the first one I'm fine with, the free one, but I don't want any of the ones they're charging for. So, which is fine. It's just Vault's not really my cup of tea. It's a little too pre-stylized for me. You not played 76 in ages, man. Yeah. It should. This is what I get when I fidget. I throw pens at myself. Yeah. Still, looking forward to the new update as well, I have to admit. Legendary crafting is going to be a game changer. And steel range should be cool as well. Ready for that. Need some stable cobalt to craft the Secret Service pack. Ooh. If anybody drops a nuke on Monongah Mine for Colossal Problem, there's quite a lot around there. And if you go down the freeway between White Springs Station and the White Spring, if the White Spring is nuked and sort of stick on that side by the freeway, there's quite a lot along there as well. If either of those places get nuked. Of course, you need all the hardened mass, glowing mass, high radiation fluids to stabilise them. So get all that stuff first if you're going to farm it. You don't need that much, so it's not that hard to farm. Playing The Witcher 3, so you haven't played it before. That's fair enough, saying it. It's on my to play list. I have it, but I've not yet played it. Basically because it's one of those games like Borderlands 1, if I understand correctly. If you go play 3, you won't want to play 1, or you won't enjoy 1 because you've played the improved versions with the later one. So I need to finish 1 and then 2 first. Speaking of, the plan as it stands, unless something huge comes along and changes it, is to play The Witcher over the summer sometime. So Mass Effect will be the next B game, Mass Effect 2, starting that on Friday. So do keep your eyes open for that one. Following on from that, the plan will then be to play the first Witcher game, which will probably take us up to the latter portion of the year, actually. And as for what happens there, well, it depends whether or not Starfield comes out then. I don't think it will. I don't think Starfield's going to come out at all. But if it does come out this year, that'll be what we're playing at the end of the year. If it doesn't, well, we'll see. Blue States Bunkers. Yeah, no Response is a fan of that idea as well. And I can see where you're going. There was a lot of people suggesting when shelters first dropped that they were basically just decorating spaces there. Not entirely true. My concern would be a Free States bunker would be a little bit more restrictive. And would therefore be more of just a decorating thing. But they can always drop the price to make up for that. So, the roundabouts. Yeah, Free States bunker would be cool. So there were a number of underground caves, and one of them supposedly had a waterfall in that were data mined before from the PTS when they were initially put in. Shelters, I mean. That really sounds appealing to me. I had to take a break and then got distracted and haven't got time to work it back in. Yeah, starting over on PC would be a bit of a drag, Matt. But it comes with its perks as well. Being on PC, being one of them. Yeah, I know the feeling. It's easy to get yourself overwhelmed and very easy to build up a backlog of games. Almost superb. Yeah, definitely do want to play it, but as I say, I'm going to get through the first 2 Witcher games saying before I jump onto the third one and then ruin the first 2 for myself. Yeah, I have heard it's a big step up, so let's step towards it rather than cringe my way back through it. Makes sense. Evening, Mr. Bird Zeppelin. You've actually managed to miss 2 streams today. But this is the second one of the evening. So we finished off Remnant from the Ashes earlier on. Speaking of, if you haven't caught that, do have a look. It should be up on, well, be on the right playlist. So, final boss finally defeated, which had good fun with that. But it didn't take particularly long, so I was like, oh, okay, right. Give me a bit to go for a quick break and get another stream set up, and we'll do a bit of Fallout to follow up with. So, short Fallout stream to follow up. Have I been building out new slots? Well, we've only got one extra slot, and I did use that. There's a video up on it already, Mr. Bird's Open. You've probably seen it. The village one. This week, probably tomorrow ideally, I need to start linking about what the next build's going to be. And I'm probably going to replace my rooftop one with that. Because the rooftop one's cool, but I'm ready for something different. At least for that one. I do love my current one. So, So I'll have to come up with some idea. I had an idea the other day and it's now gone. It'll probably come back. I've got a list if need be. Oh yeah, I know what the idea was. Been under a rock. Still good. Sheltered from the weather at least. Well, 2 DLCs for The Witcher 3. Yeah, almost certainly will. I've heard very, very good things. But let's not jump the gun yet. I've not even started playing the first one. Well, actually, I've played almost all of the first one, but never on stream. So. Have I tried the Arkham series? Yes, I played Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Was it the second one? That was the second one. Played the first two anyway. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Series kind of got a bit unwieldy. Didn't enjoy the second one quite as much as the first, but they were really, really cool. Really interesting idea. Not practical for streaming though. Well, actually you can get them on PC now, can't you? So maybe I could. Blood and Wine's your favourite as well, Matt? I have heard very good things. Not rushing through it. That makes sense. Big game for what I understand, isn't it, Matt? Everything working with both slots, vending and allies. I think allies are camp specific, so you can have different allies at different camps. Your vending machines carry across both camps, so no problem there. You only need whichever one you've got active, you've got the same stuff in your stash anyway. So you have the same stuff in your vendors. Displays, those are camp specific as well. They're unique to each camp, so you can decorate whatever way you like without having to be bound to one style. And if you try and take something out your stash that is used in a display in another camp that's not currently active, it warns you first as well, which is cool. Easy little thing they could have overlooked there, but they didn't, so good work on that. Those part. Can I watch and build at the same time? Yeah, you think you're getting attacked every 5 minutes, I'm sure, Ferry. Playing Fallout and watching somebody else play Fallout at the same time is a challenge for me. Especially if I've got the sound on, which point of watching if you haven't. Yeah, just because I don't know if something's going on in my game or their game or what. It's confusing. I can just about deal with playing different games, but wouldn't want to play the same game. Stream 39, none of them shorter than 2.5 hours. Yeah, that is big. Yeah, even doing everything. Yeah, should be fun. I look forward to playing it. But, as I say, looking forward to Mass Effect on Friday, so that should be fun. You having trouble with clothing and disappearing on your allies? Yes, actually, I have heard about this happening. Intermittently. People loading in and finding naked allies wandering around the camp. Get about streaming, it's hard to get them stopped. Yeah, it's easy to get swept up in it. It's just over a year ago now, but I did do 11 hours when Wasteland dropped. I think that's the longest stream I've ever done. Not in a rush to do 11 hours again. For the right occasion I would, but yeah, it's a long one. Where do I think Fallout 5 will be located? I have no idea. Somewhere east of the Rockies. That doesn't narrow it down a lot. I've heard various locations discussed as possibilities. It'll be somewhere I suspect that they haven't gone before. I'd like to see them go full on with New York. I don't know how much. I don't know what the area around the city's like, but you know, having the whole city, or even just like contain the whole game within the ruined city, and maybe go a bit more old school with Fallout 3 style and have it zoned off a bit, and you have to use the subway, the metro system to get around. You know, that sort of thing. I'd love to see that. They would probably try and do something a bit more open world, I suspect, but not that that's not necessarily open world, but yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Have I had a chance to build a stadium in 76? Unless you were going to use the racetrack not far from Vault 76, the public workshop, I don't think you'd be able to pull it off. Not with a camp, anyway. Not big enough. You wouldn't have enough budget either. Somebody causing you trouble, Matt. I'm guessing that's a character. Same clothing doesn't move from camp to camp. Ah. If you put the same ally in. Yeah, because effectively they're not the same ally. You'd like to see it in Florida? Florida's a possibility. I imagine they'd go relatively far south in Florida if they were going to do it. Bits of the Everglades in and stuff. I'm right there, aren't I? It's the Everglades at the bottom of Florida. Geography's a bit shaky down there. Yeah, that's a possibility. Live Q&A is awesome. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mr. Bedside. Should have the same bed streak. Oh dear. Said we don't get to play Miami and Cascadia. Yes, I've heard of both of those, but I don't know enough about which one's which, and I'm not able to tie the names together. So I know there are some reasons in there, but. Yeah. Mind you, sooner or later you'll probably get to play them in an official game if they keep making Fallout games, because they're going to run out of places eventually. I know like the eastern half of the US is reasonably big, but it's not infinite. The Grey Garden. Yes, I have been at the Grey Garden many times. I had fun on that little side quest last time I went there. Too long ago. Third mission is a wraith. Killed you a lot. Everglades is west of Miami. Miami's fairly far down, isn't it? Yeah, that sort of area would work. Yeah, nice mixture of environments. Yeah, if you use a different ally at the two, I suspect you'll find it happens less. Although, the other question is whether or not it keeps reoccurring after you switch camps, or if it just occurs the first time, like the naked ally thing. If it's just the first time, that's... well, it's a different problem, I suppose, to it happening every time. But yeah, switching allies, having a different ally at each camp should solve the problem in either case. Are there allies other than Beckett and the Space Girl? Yeah, there are several allies that don't have their own stories that are as extensive as that were added the same time as Beckett and DeGuare. And there have been a couple more added since. The last season actually had 2, so they're no longer available. Actually, I think that's the lot for them. The last season had Solomon Hardy and Yasmin Chowdhury, was it? Who actually function as vendors and have their own functions to a degree as well. Yasmin's a chef, she cooks food for you, functions as a vendor for food and drink. Solomon is a Brotherhood of Steel medic, and he functions as a doctor for you and sells stuff. So, you can get him to cure your diseases for 10 caps, but if you don't want him or don't have him, you can also use a symptomatic if you've got the plan from Daily Ops. And that doesn't even charge you, so there is that. Mind you, 10 caps isn't it? Put a hat on them and no clothes, they'll just roam around in their underwear. I would imagine they fixed that if that was the initial problem, but might be a new variation of it. I don't know. I don't have allies at my current camp. My other one has Solomon Hardy at it. I didn't change his clothes anyway because he's wearing a Brotherhood lab coat and he's a doctor and it works, you know. And Yasmin is a chef and she wears a chef's outfit, so that kind of works as well. But we shall see. I should pick up. This is the thing. Guerrero's fine, but most of the others, the dialogue's so extensive and annoying. Guerrero's gets a bit annoying. But they send you out to find legendaries is quite cool. Forager's alright, but again, his dialogue gets annoying. Wanderer is fine as well, she's cool. But the noise, again, just gets a bit much when I'm running around my camp. That's why one of the reasons I changed my vendors out for the tills. Because they're not noisy. Either way. Also, pets later this year. That will be cool. Looking forward to that. Instead of having an animatronic kitty in my camp, I can have an actual kitty. Yay! Anyway. I think, folks, at 11:30, very nearly, it's probably about time for me to wind down and cool off and stuff before I fall asleep. You gave her the bloody chef outfit. I want to get the Grill Master clean one on the go. I think I'm missing a few bits from it. I was thinking about wearing a chef's outfit recently. Really feeling like doing something completely different with my character's look. Not changing his face or anything like that, but changing his outfit different. But I also really like the headlamp on the helmet. I could make do with the green Pip-Boy light, but kind of annoying. Description events better with a stealthy approach and team cooperation in daily art. Yeah, it's meant to be done stealthy, kind of. The only big question is whether or not you can do it fast enough stealthy when you're solo. You kind of have to run between enemies and then drop into stealth when you approach them and then take them out. But yeah, balance of both. But depending on situation, you can do it solo. I have done it a couple of times. So yes, plan for tomorrow. We'll see whether or not Bethesda have any news for us. Still waiting on hearing when the next PTS is due to open. I was expecting to have heard something by now, and I haven't. So, yeah, they mentioned it 2 weeks ago, and we've not heard anything since. So, I'll have to wait and see. There might be something there. They might have some other news for us. So, if there's anything to cover, I will cover that. If not, I guess I'll work on a build a bit sooner. Definitely going to dive into the decryption op. That'll be tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night's stream will be a decryption daily op, so we'll see how that goes. I have to pay attention to what works and what doesn't. Figure out a relatively consistent way of succeeding without being insanely overpowered, and soloing it. I will make a video on the topic, but right now I don't have much to add beyond what I had said in my last one back when Daily Ops first came out. So, but yeah, either way. Hopefully we'll have a news video tomorrow and a Fallout stream afterwards. If I am making a news video, stream might again be a little bit later. It'll probably be 8:30, 9ish instead of 8. Just depends how long the video takes to make. Beyond that, I'm going to aim for a build at the weekend, I hope. Worst case scenario starting next week, but I'll try for the weekend either way. And yes, Mass Effect 2 on Friday, so do watch out for that. Very, very much look forward to jumping in and playing that. It's been a long time. And I do remember it as having the best gameplay in Mass Effect 2, best story in 1, gameplay in 2, and 3 had some very cool stuff as well, some really nice character work, and yeah, some of the characters' stories sort of closing out really nicely in 3, so that was also great. Probably the weakest of the trilogy, but still good, you know. But yeah, either way, looking forward to that on Friday, so keep an eye out. I'll get things up for that as soon as I can. Need some screenshots for it, really. Mind you, just had an idea. Where I can write it down. Need to sort organize my notes and notepad and stuff. I don't want to write it on there, do I? Back. Yeah, they've got this thing where you can sort of redo some of the art for the Legendary Edition, and that might make a good basis for a thumbnail. We shall see. By the way, should be fun. So, yeah, it would mean I could get a thumbnail done earlier, easier, without also having to load up and use the original version of Mass Effect 2, which would be a bit weird. I mean, I'll change it later and so on and so forth, but we'll see. Either way, I will look into that in a little bit. So, thank you all for hanging out tonight. I do hope you've had fun. It's been a funny old night. Funny old couple of days. It was good. Been a really, really good couple of days. So, yes, the plan I have gone over. Yeah, if you're interested in catching up on the Remnant stuff, that will all be available on the playlist for you as well. Previous streams. Same thing goes for Fallout as well. If you want to catch up on any Fallout streams or just have some background noise, check out the playlists. I do conceal the videos, but if you check the playlist, you'll find them there. So they're there if you do want them. Beyond that, yeah, social media links down below, as usual, if you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Merch store down there as well. Channel memberships if you're interested in supporting the channel that way. Like, subs, all that good stuff. Very, very much appreciated. Massively appreciate all of your support, everyone. Thank you so much for all that. And Matt's already way ahead of me. He's put the merch store in chat as well. So, some cool stuff in there. So, do check it out. We've actually got a slightly more updated version of this thing that I can't pull up because I can't. So, shiny logo t-shirt and stuff. So, if you're interested in such things, do have a look. But for now, have yourselves a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a great day tomorrow. Today, if you're just getting up. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and do join us for a little Fallout tomorrow and Mass Effect on Friday. So, thank you all for hanging out. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Bye, folks. it.